Angela Hung. I'm 14 years old and I go to University Preparatory Academy. I tore ligaments in my ankle.
How did it happen?
I fell down the stairs in the learning center. I walked down to the middle part because, you know, in the stairs in the learning center there's a platform in the middle. So I was there, and then there were a bunch of like really tall people that I was trying to get around because they were kind of just standing there. And then I didn't realize how far along the platform I was, so then like before I knew it, there's just stairs under me, and then I just fell down. It's like a 3rd-degree ankle sprain. I got an x-ray, and the doctors, like, they weren't really sure, but they said that part of the bone might have like come loose. So I went on vacation like a week later, so I had to bring my crutches and I had to wear a walking boot for my whole time during the vacation. Probably make the stairs, or probably put a handrail in the middle of the stairs. Like, so you know how like there's a handrail on one side and the other side? Probably put a handrail like the middle part, like split the stair into 2, so people have more like space to like hold on to the handrail if they're like about to fall or something.
I don't always burn my finger, but when I do, it's with a soldering iron. Okay, my name is PALLAVI RAJANI. I'm in 10th grade. I'm 15 years old and I go to UPA. And I burned my finger in 8th grade with the soldering iron on UPA campus. So we were doing like an electrical circuits project. So we had to build circuits and we had to use the soldering iron to attach the metal to the nodes so that it would run. And one of my classmates was holding the soldering iron and I was holding the metal, and we were trying to switch objects, and he brushed it against my finger and it gave me a 2nd-degree burn. Mr. Clark, the teacher, wrapped it and then told me to go to the doctor after. And we did that, and they just gave us a burn medicine and like a wrap, and then that was it. It was more of a like whitish. It was like a whitish color, and it was like peeling off in the next couple of days. It was very pink underneath though.
Was it painful?
It was less painful and more like burning. Like when you eat something spicy, that burn in your throat, imagine it on your finger. For the next couple of weeks, I wasn't able to write because my finger was in a splint. Because if I bent it, it would rip the skin and then it could probably like damage it more. So I ended up having to write like this, and it wasn't exactly very helpful, but I was using the computer most of the time to type up my assignments, so it didn't disrupt daily life too much. It was just more of the constant maintenance and making sure it doesn't get wet.
So do you think that kids your age, or the age you were at the time, should be able to use instruments like that?
Yeah, I didn't really see a problem. Like, that was the only problem that occurred from that, and even that was just an accident, like a slip of the finger. And so most of the kids in the class, they weren't being like violent with it, or they weren't hurting people on purpose. Everyone was very respectful and careful with them, and they were responsible enough. So I wouldn't say that at that time there was a problem, and I don't think there is anymore.
My name is KYLIE MALONE. I am a 10th grader at University Preparatory Academy.
And what was your injury?
I dislocated my left kneecap. I was playing hockey in PE. Okay, so I don't really remember how it happened, but basically I was running and then I just misstepped somehow, and then I just remember being on the ground. EMTs came. They called an ambulance and they gave me morphine, I think. Then they took me to the hospital. They actually knew what it was right away, and they just snapped it back while I was right there. And then they took me to get an x-ray, gave them the cast, and then I went home like 4 or 5 hours later. I couldn't really go as many places because, you know, it was hard to walk. So it was really just like from home to school and back. I was in theater before and I had to stop that because I couldn't walk, so I couldn't really be a part of it. And generally just stuff like that, like it was just harder to get around and harder to do activities, basically.